And hello, hello. Uh, Sorry for my tardiness. I had things to do, for example, to eat after work. And the my co-host is somewhere. Ooh, anyway, don't bite me on the floor. Um, Actually having fun with my teddy. Misha, let's see if we can get her on the screen. There. Mm, it's already a long dog, long hot dog. We just went to the vets um, earlier this week. She now weighs 3.6 kilos and she's perfectly healthy. All is well. Mm. There's some redness in her ears, but otherwise, she's perfect little dog. Uh, and she started befriending the vets. She actually didn't mind. She didn't mind the vaccine even. So, mm, mene kulta sinne. Yes. So she's a wonderful little puppy. Yes, a darling. Um, it's really hot here. It's 25 degrees. So and I'm wearing a beanie. Yeah. But hey, the Finnish government, they've done a lot of good things. The previous government, mm, which just ended their term of. You have elections every 4 years. The parliamentary elections we have every for 4 years. Oi, why do I have the okay? There we go. We have parliamentary elections every 4 years, and this spring was no different. We had elections, but what we didn't really get was proper government. Um, the previous government lost as a package, they lost the elections quite miserably. To be quite frank. So now we used to have where's the dog? Okay, we used to have kind of a leftist and green alliance um, coalition government. We always, always we have a coalition government with three or more, probably from say three to five, two to five parties, depending on the voting results. In the past, more, we've had less, but we've always had a coalition party, but less parties in the coalition because there have been fewer parties and people have voted, for or people have just voted for just a just a number. But in recent years, we have had three to five. The last government was five. This one is four. We have. Uh, I could have checked these. Um, what these parties are. Hmm. Basically, the National Coalition Party, which is a liberal conservative party. They are, hang on, ideologically, the National Coalition Party is positioned on the center right on the political spectrum, and it has been described as liberal, conservative, and so forth. So it's basically the left wing of, kind of for reference for Americans, it's kind of um, uh, left wing of the U.S. Democrats. It's more or less U.S. Democrats, but in some places it's more on the left side of the Democrats. And then we have the Perussuomalaiset, which is the Finns party. Then we have Christian Democrats. What is the fourth? Yes, it's the Swedish People's Party of Finland. Yes. So, and then the Christian Democratic Party. So the problem they have. Okay, uh there's our new prime minister, which is the chair of the National Coalition Party, Petteri Orpo, which his last name means literally means orphan. So go figure. And then the only okay, that man is a dick, and he's pretending to be he's pretending as if he isn't a dick. So, but he is not an inherently bad man. He's just he's just an asshole, and he's just a power hungry asshole who will do whatever it whatever is necessary to get to where he is now. And now, um, this time he has sold out his is sending out his ass around to get these parties that he got together. Um, so it's not all that. Okay, so the problem is that the Finns party, which is the second biggest political party in Finland, um, so they have how many seats do they have? They have 40. The Finnish parliament has 200 seats, and um, the the chair of parliament doesn't vote. So they have 46. Uh, the Finns party have 46 seats in the parliament, and so far they've been in office for 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks, and their economic the minister of economy has already had to resign because it turns out he's a horrible Nazi. He's openly a Nazi, and then these people think it's a good it's a good idea uh, to make him a minister of economics, and then they after he resigned, the next from the Finns next up on the line next up in the line on the Finns party to be the to become the follower of this horrible Nazi is another Nazi that's been leaked Facebook Messenger uh, uh, messages or conversations where he openly admits he's a Nazi. And this guy has also been um, last year he was charged with with sexual assault of minors. Several I think
He
it was.
wasn't charged in what, like,
Uh,
se ei ollut sitten, ei saanut syytettä lopulta.
uh, so he was accused but not charged. Okay, not charged in court, but accused, and the police investigated anyway. But he wasn't charged. So he was accused of several sexual assaults, some of them minors. And he just in January of this year, they this guy resigned from the National Coalition Party. The National Coalition Party basically kicked him out because he was accused of being a sex offender. It was bad PR for them. And now six months later, the same guy, who now turns out to be a Nazi, becomes a minister in the government led by the National uh, Coalition Party. So if that, the German news have already called the the Finnish government a cabinet of horrors. This has been noted in media of at least Germany, UK, the US, I think Belgium, France, the Netherlands, and possibly Australia. So and Russia. So this is bad, and this Petteri Orpo, the prime minister, he's still keeping up a straight face, saying, "All is well, uh, all is well." So there we go. Um, Oi, what do we have here? Oops. Oi. Okay. Okay. What the fuck is going on? Okay. Ooh. Hey, mitä? Oi, and I don't even have a camera here. No. Well, maybe. Okay. Oi. How come I haven't noticed this before? Okay. Viewer counter and go fuck itself. No, it's not zoomed in. Okay. I changed some things the other day. Oi. Oi. Okay. So this is better. A bit better. I'll do this better when I'm offline. By the way, can you? Oi. Please tell me if you can hear me on the hear me with the browser. Can you hear me? So the Finnish government is in chaos. He yeah, as it says here, he's been criticized over a Nazi quote unquote joke he made, and he was calling abortions in Africa to combat climate crisis. Well, he looks like, and the dog has things to say. Oi. Even the dog doesn't like. Even the dog doesn't like that person apparently.
Not
Yeah, it's a far right policy, and these people, this party here, the the Finns party have had has had their fair share of trouble with the media for their because time after time after time uh their their members or their MPs one another after another turns out to be either a racist, a homophobe, a transphobe, uh, uh, a pretty much straightforward Nazi, uh, or some of the above. Uh, more one or more of these I mentioned. They because they've had some bad PR because they are a populist party. So basically, they tell people they want to do things that people want to do or what is good for people. Um, and then and now the Finnish party has had huge backlash from their own people because they have turned their backs on their voters, on their party, on what the party stands for, and the people because they did they didn't do any of the uh, things they promised. They their biggest thing in their campaigns this time around was getting the petrol price down. That was pretty much their only thing they wanted to do, and now they didn't even do it. Now that they have the government paper agenda fixed and signed, the only way to smuggle your way out of it or weasel your way out of it is to resign and say fuck this, because there's no way they can possibly get the petrol price down, which was their biggest thing they promised, and now there's no way they can get their the petrol price down in the way that they promised. They had been promising they wanted to and they want to get rid of the EU. They what is what they call fix it. They tried to go for it around the same time as Brexit, but now that they are not worthy of cabinet, they you just simply cannot make perussuomalaiset uh, suitable for this kind of thing. The people of perussuomalaiset, you cannot make them 99.9%. You cannot make them fit, and most of them are it's the lower class peoples. Those who have social issues, uh, drugs, alcohol, perhaps been to jail. Then there's the far rights. You know the like this, the Finnish, uh, you know, Minister of Economics or whatever. So like the part, but these are he is a light version of um, of not seeing the perussuomalaiset party. Okay, he resigned on this past Friday, saying for the continuation of the government and the reputation of Finland. Oh, come on. The reputation of Finland was already gone. All right. So he narrowly survived a vote of no confidence on Wednesday, and then the shit storm got even bigger. But because there's the Swedish People's Party of Finland, they are in the government, but they voted in favor of no confidence. But the entire Swedish speaking party voted for no confidence, basically turning their backs on their government bodies. Um, he so basically it was 80 something to 90 something. Uh, because and this came out when he there was a some footage of him addressing a 2019 event by the Coalition of Nationalists, a far right umbrella group. In the same year, Junila joked about the number 88 at the Finns party. Yes, at his party event, and used by the far right as the code for, and you can see it there, a Nazi salute with referring to H. You know the deal, how it goes. And his election number, you know, the number you write on when you go for a when people voted for him, they wrote 88, just random. He also said in the during the campaign, first of all, congratulations on an excellent election number. I know it is a winning card. This 88 refers to, of course, the idea, and let's not dwell on that. And he said on that on Yle, which is basically the BBC or CNN or ABC or CBC, the national TV media, and he said it was quote unquote mistakes, and he say come on, he's saying he condemns the Holocaust, anti-Semitism, and all anti-Semitic acts. Yeah, as if. Uh, he was also the trade ambassador of Finland, whose biggest trading partner is Germany. There you go. And that is why this is a big thing in Germany. I believe Jens. Tell me if I'm completely mistaken. Yeah, it was. What's wrong with the overlay? No, shut down. Not shut down. It's visible. It's not visible. Okay. Overlay. Okay. There's something wrong with the overlay here. Okay. It's just amazing. Yes, it's not up to date with the current news. All right. Well, I have been. Let's say that I have been told it's a big. It's been in big news. Um, However, I do not, as I do not speak any German. I cannot reliably read any news in German. German news in German or any news. Uh, so okay, let's do this. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so who votes for these idiots? Um, I can. Okay. Uh, I can tell you that the in this year's this year or in these elections 620,102 Finns voted for perussuomalaiset. Uh, so for comparison, the first that I have records for is from 1999. They got 26,440. So they've grown a bit. Who votes for these people? A lot of people do. Apparently, 620,000, which is, by the way, over 10% of all of the entire population of Finland. Closer to two. Stupid people love stupid people. Okay, let me ask you, Peter. Let me ask you this one: who votes for the Republicans? Who votes for Trump? Who votes for DeSantis? Ignorant idiots who don't know any better. Ignorant idiots who can be conned into saying and doing whatever these people want them to do. Whatever is whatever is convenient for them. So ignorant idiots, and in Finnish Finland context, they are many of them live or come from a blue collar background. They have perhaps they may have they're the regular people, people who may have social issues, problems with mental health, substance abuse, um, poverty, so all kinds of things. All kinds of people. By the way, check the links below before you do anything. There's Patreon, PayPal, Discord, and so forth. Um, the same fools that fall for phone scams. Yes, precisely, and then what's called at least in Finnish the term is Nigerian letters. So, but basically, the love scams and so forth. Uh, the same people who vote for those. Um, Yeah, says ignorant idiots that are happy when a strong leader gives them a scapegoat who made their lives worse. Precisely. 419, yeah, 419 scammers. Yeah, 419 scammers. Okay. Can tell you, by the way, that there's actually a very good, seems to be a good reason um, why 32 gigs of RAM is a good thing in some situations, because for example right now I I'm I have 32 gigs and I'm using 57%, 18.4%, so it's good to have enough. I tend to think it's better to have too much than too little. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Just Jens says there's no such thing as too much RAM. Yes, that is correct. Actually, Linus Tech Tips says there could be some um, downsides to having too much. Um, those some talk of uh, being the latencies, because the latency, even though even if it's like 3200 megahertz CL16, if you have more and more. Yeah, unless you're a developer and want your software to run on, yeah. It's not good if you don't have, yeah, if you're a developer and you have 120 128 or 256 gigs of RAM and you want your software to run on say 8 or 16, not not showing. Oh dear. Oh dear. Your comment is not showing. I don't know what's going on. Uh, hmm. Maybe I'll refresh the page. I can't see why you're. Maybe a charming moderator of mine did something about it. You both boot to make Bowie a mod. Okay. Uh, not a bad idea at all. Maybe I'll give a surprise until in the next stream, shall we? I don't see the comment. I don't mean I don't mean either. I can't see the comment. Let's see. Let's see. Let's go see the. No, I can't see it either. No. Sorry, I can't I can't help you. But okay. Let's let's do like this. And Boo, we can refresh the page. There's a surprise for you. There we go. Yeah, are you sure you posted it the right chat? Could my my chat, Peter, Peter dear, my chat is the only correct, the only right chat to post in. There you go. Let's see if I'm not entirely sure if the things work. I'm not. By the way, there's. I might just go for um, um new music. Yeah, new music for my intro. Be right back and outro. So and why not? Peter has two lives and all right. There we have it. Okay, I think it's my time to go. Peter can then concentrate on uh, the other live stream, and I need some rest. I need to drink some water maybe, and perhaps go to bed quite soon. And I will see you in the next video. And by the way, there will be a beer video next week as well. And I will see you then.